I don't really know how to begin talking about this series because I don't really want to taint its purity, right? Normally, I begin talking about videos cold turkey with dropping my cold turkey onto the table, but it just doesn't feel right to do that with summer anime. God, I hope I manage to finish this video before summer anime season ends. That would be embarrassing. It's looking to be just the cream of the crop this year, as we're getting so many good shows and announcements that saying that we are being fed would simply be an understatement. Motherfucker, we're getting inflated! Admittedly, not the best sign I've written for a video. But out of all these anime, there was one that I was waiting, I was itching, brother, I was fanning for it to be released. And that anime is none other than the reincarnation of happiness and wholesomeness, with scenes so cute that they make me kick my feet up in the air and giggle like a dumbass, only to remember that no, nobody want me for real. And the type of humor that I be making doesn't really match the series that I'm trying to sell you on. This series is gonna show you the cutest scene ever put into paper, and you want me to give my usual reaction of wanting to open up portals to Malaysia and drop 50 dry humping gorillas in that shit? Are you fucking insane? You gotta at least have some semblance of class for a series called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Mind you, I didn't say the dignity was gonna be long term or short term, but the point still remains. Now pause, rewind. I literally just started this channel, so I know ain't nobody here to guilt trip yet. But I'll just tell you to subscribe because I sure hope one of you out there likes looking at people slowly lose their minds. Thank you, and back to the video. Imagine this. What do you think would happen if you placed two completely different schools, different in appearances and philosophies, even having both schools be opposites in gender, as one is an all-boys school while the other is an all-girls school, right next to each other? Ultimate misogyny and Sandra, probably. Whoa, you stupid little shit, you be, what? In between the conflict between these two schools, we have the main characters of the story, Rintaro and Kaoruko Hana, both of which meet each other outside of the academic world and only just afterwards realize that they're going to schools that just about want the worst for each other. Now, despite literally everything that I just told you in this video, pop quiz, let's see if you were paying attention in minute 1.22 of this video. What outdated joke was I playing? Now, the truth is that the series doesn't really place that much of an emphasis on the conflict between the two schools, at least not after the first 40 chapters, except for that one time and except for the other time. But there really isn't another time, and you're crazy if you think so. Crazy, I was crazy once. You know who else was crazy? Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies and Sunflower. The Sunflower's kind of high, do you think? The conflict between the two schools is normally like a little piece of background information. I'm not getting in the back of your mind, if you will. A mascot will help us later, if you will. And honestly, I think that is the best way to approach the situation. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I fucking hated reading like Romeo and Juliet back in the 10th grade. So if I have to sit through something like that yet again, then I would just rather just go like, yeah, so like that. Now, if I had to sit down and explain to you why I like this manga, then first of all, I'm already doing that. We're even paying attention. Pop quiz. In what minute did I mention that I wanted to use Dr. Sombas's head as a bowling ball? But secondly, and to put it simply, I just think that Kaoru Hana is the best romance anime in every way. Now, when I look back and think on other romance manga that I've read over the years, a lot of things immediately come to mind, and most of those things have to do with the writing, oftentimes for not the best of reasons. So this is probably the strongest, most extreme example that I could possibly think of, but Raining Blue Spring has to kind of set an achievement because I should feel like another boss. The gods can do it. I was constantly witnessing an endless loop of miscommunication and fucking misunderstandings that just created more race out of a horse that should have ended its run a long time ago. And it just became more frustrating than it did fun to actually read the show. And once I finally got to the ending, the feeling that I got was less something of satisfaction, of accomplishment. Wow, what a good show that was. What a good series that was. I'm so satisfied with my experience. My feeling was more so like, I can finally fucking say it! I'm not saying that drama shouldn't exist in romance. Drama is good, don't get me wrong. Drama should absolutely exist in romance, because if you take it out, then that just leaves a whole new set of problems. But what I am saying is that a lot of romances don't give me something that I want, and that is characters that feel real, for lack of a better word. That are characters that don't piss me off. And Kaoru Hana does it the best. The way the cast is written feels so grounded, right? Characters just have a more relatable feel to them, and they carry themselves and act like proper people, and it all makes it feel just a little bit more real. Characters have a lot of good banter. They talk things out like in the real world people would actually talk things out instead of having misunderstanding arcs, because there's no misunderstanding arcs. Praise the Lord and break the law.
It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours.
Now, God forgive me if this is just a cultural difference getting the best of me, because people back in my high school will either talk shit out, never speak to each other again, or throw alligators at each other. They're everywhere, but none of this awkward malarkey that they got going on in romances. And I'm just glad that Kaoru Hana, alongside other modern examples, actually fix.
Now, what I will say, and something that could be considered negative for some individuals, is that there really isn't any drama per se, right? Like there is conflict, but how do I put it? You're not gonna catch anyone kissing their siblings, and if you have a problem with that, then yeah, mods, kill this guy. Kaoru Hana is, how can I describe it? It's a comfort series, right? The problems that arise in the series are gonna be the type of problems that make you sit at the edge of your seat, fucking be edged for a moment that will never appear, or create factions out of which character's gonna end up with who. I'm still surprised people thought she had a chance, by the way. Love triangles, argument between friends, argument between couples, breakup arcs. There's not even a childhood friend to worry about, and I mean worry about them, because they're already rushing into a losing battle. How could you think that you had a chance? Many people are gonna miss these. I don't know who these people are because I find them exasperating as hell, but you do you. What's your favorite part about Dan? Oh, it's gotta be the love triangle. Man, I'm about to... What triangle? I do personally enjoy this kind of approach to the series, because it just allows the series to focus on the moments that allow me to jump in my bed and kick my feet in the air while giggling like a fucking idiot. Seeing all these cute moments are great when I don't have to worry about all the progress returning back to zero because the female main lead just fucking found the main character talking to a woman.
And even then, characters still have a lot of development. Characters confronting their fears of being judged based on appearances, characters understanding that not everything is black and white, and many moments in which different people question just what it is that they want to do with their life and how that could even affect the people around them. Those are just some of the many topics that the series handles throughout its entire runtime, and a lot of the times, the way that they handle these topics are really well written and pretty fucking endearing. When it comes to Kaoru Hana, the destination of the series is gonna be just the same as most other romance manga. You just need to sit down and expect a different kind of journey to get there. And what simply cannot go without mentioning is, quite honestly, the outstanding artwork that goes into each and every single page of this manga. Sakamikami fucking puts her heart, her soul, motherfucking, I think she's putting black magic in there too, because what do you mean she's pumping shit like this out on a weekly basis and she's only getting better at it? I don't know how she does it, but Mikami has managed to craft what I would consider one of the best art styles of the modern manga scene, with my personal highlight being just the amount of range that she has when drawing expressions. Now, I would consider myself to be a pretty mediocre, passable, okay, that might be too generous, but whatever. The point is, I dabble in drawing a little bit, right? So I know a thing, just one thing about drawing expressions. The amount of oddly specific emotions that the author manages to capture is fucking insanity. Look at this panel. This is such a specific emotion, I think I would die at the thought of conveying it to such detail. And throughout the 150 plus chapters currently out for the series, never does it stop delivering constant high quality art that, more than being simply pretty to look at, perfectly encapsulates the warm, comforting vibes that the series brings. And it is just one of the many reasons for why Kaoru Hana, or the Fragrant Flower, or however you want to call it, is simply a wonderful time from beginning to end.
Fragrant Flower is one of the best anime out this season. It's one of the best manga out from this decade. And as someone who has read the manga multiple times, I can confidently say it's only gonna get better from here. The writing and the art are only gonna continue to improve, and no matter what anyone says, right? I don't care what you say, I don't care what your mother, your grandpa, your sister, I don't care what your motherfucking crap says, alright? The series is never gonna fall off. I hope. This could age horribly. I made this video, by the way. I hope you realize that this is not end well. I swear to God, if I catch anyone shit talking this series, I'll fucking kill you. What, you thought I was gonna argue with you? You thought I was gonna debate just because I write YouTube scripts for fucking fun? Hell fucking no! Kaoru Hana is a warm, comforting series that'll give you something to smile about in case your lonely ass lacks anything to do that already. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Well, that's all the time that I have for today. I'm just a random stranger you met on the internet, but hey, just call me Suda.